first act was ironically the very first person to book on this evening. She was the first one to say, yes, I'll do this, let's do it, let's make it happen. And she desperately wanted to go first because she's pumped, she's psyched, she's juiced, and she cuts my hair. Don't hold that against her, she's really good at it. Just, I'm on count. She works at House of Lords, and she's got ink all over her, and she's very charming and lovely. And her name is Krista Pettipas. Krista!
First of all, I just want to thank y'all for popping my cherry again. Second of all, my name's Krista. I come from Moncton, New Brunswick, and moved here to Toronto 4 years ago. I am a hairstylist.
Thank you.
And yeah. There's a big difference between Toronto and Moncton. Most people don't know where Moncton is. Everybody seems to know where Toronto is. In Moncton, doing hair with me involved working at Sears, in the hair salon at Sears, doing old lady poodle perms on really, really, really old ladies. Every week they'll come in. Every week they come in for their $15 set. I would get my 50-cent tip. I had to wear black and white. I had to cover up. I had to be polite. That wasn't a joke, but that's okay. So yeah, the thing about old ladies and their perms and their sets, other than the boringness of the whole thing, is that when they fall asleep under the dryer, they look like they're dead. And it's your job to go wake them up when the hour of drying time is over. So one day I had Gladys come in. She was 96 years old. She came every week. She was very loyal. She gave me 2 quarters every week as my tip, and I acted like, oh, it was not good. Okay, my grandmother died when I was 16. I like old people. That day Gladys did not wake up. Gladys died. Gladys died under the dryer. Gladys died getting her hair done with my rollers in her hair. We called 911. They came to get her. They stretchered her out. It was really weird. I didn't get paid. So yeah, anyway, they took her out, and I'm thinking the whole time, well, first of all, about not getting paid. Second of all, about, you know, they took her out, and like the mortician, because I was actually offered a job once doing hair for dead people, but it kind of took me out. But you only have to do the front, so it's like half the work, and they never complain. But they also don't tip. Anyways, when Gladys got there, and the rollers are still in her hair, they're like, sweet rollers. My work's already done. The rollers are in there. That's all right. You know, it's fine. They comb her out, she goes to the funeral, whatever. And I'm just like, what about my fucking rollers? Like, seriously. I wonder sometimes to this day if morticians are reusing them and whose dead person my rollers are currently being. But whatever, it's good to let go. Okay, now I'm going to consult either my arm. It's my new tattoo. Right, okay, the other difference between Moncton and Toronto is Scientology. Like he said, I work at House of Lords, which most of you probably know, if you've been around even a day, is right across from the Church of Scientology. Everybody has walked by, everybody has seen free stress test, come see it's worth all your feels. Whoa, such a ball, my thing. Yeah, so there's the guy who looks like Mr. Bean outside giving his free stress test. Okay, that kind of freaks me out. There are none of those in Moncton. Moncton doesn't know what Scientology is, except maybe some drug that Tom Cruise snorts. I don't know. It's fine. But anyways, the thing that's even freakier about Scientology are the Scientology protesters. Have any of you actually seen Scientology protesters? And you know what I'm talking about. There are rallies on Saturdays, and it started out, they were across the street, and they were all lined up, there's tons of them, and they're all wearing masks because they think that if people see them, then they're going to murder them. They think the Scientologists are going to murder them because that's the kind of publicity that the Scientologists want, but that's fine. But the thing is they're all wearing like V for Vendetta masks, which kind of go like this. So you have tons of these people who, you know, live with their parents in the basement, have land parties, and then on Saturdays they all get together, they put on their mask, and they go... Okay, the thing is that's not the best part. The best part is that sometimes on like a Wednesday around 3, they'll be doing the free stress test, so there's a person sitting, talking about their fears and willing to give their money, and then there's the person being friendly. And then there's the Scientology protester with the mask. There's only 3 of them going, Scientology's a cult. 2 feet away! He's 2 feet away, he's 2 feet away. And they're still doing the test, and I don't understand, so I just watch. Anyway, I'm gonna look, what else am I supposed to talk about? Oh right, one day I was at work, and I was looking out the window because it wasn't very busy, and this moving truck drove by, and a dolly fell in the back because somebody had left the door open. And then like 2 seconds later, it's almost like it was planned. Somebody ran out from the Scientology building, grabbed the dolly and ran back in, kind of like a mouse running out to grab something and run back in. And I was like, oh, that's odd. And then my coworker's like, that's not very Christian of them. Yeah, I don't like her much. So then what else? Oh right, then I was going to talk about things that annoy me. Okay, can anybody guess what I'm doing right now?
You're standing on this subway putting your junk in someone's face.
Exactly! I am the guy standing right in front of you as you're sitting there minding your own business when there's lots of other places to stand. I can stand right in front of you. Your face is here, my crotch is here. And I'm going to pretend I don't notice. But the worst thing that ever happened to me was somebody was eating Doritos while doing that, and they fell on me. That was disgusting. Yeah, eating Doritos, I got the crotch. I'm like, oh man, I'm not even getting paid for this. Alright, what else have I got here? Oh, my finale. So I called my mom last week from Moncton. And I said, Mom, I'm going to do 5 minutes-ish of a stand-up comedy thing. She said, oh my God, Krista, how do you know you're funny? She said, what are you going to do if they don't laugh? Well, you know, they might not laugh. You know, not everybody finds your type of humor funny. Not everybody's going to think that you're funny. Well, hey, Brett, did you hear that? Krista, did you hear that? I don't know how he would hear since I was on the phone. But anyway, did you hear that, Brett? That's my dad's name. Krista's going to be a comedian, and she's gonna tell jokes. Well, you know what? If they don't laugh, don't worry, because Jesus still thinks you're special. University because I didn't want to go away first. But anyway,
I gotta say, I didn't think you guys would be funny.